In the previous video, we were talking about setting up the actual store. Now I've gone ahead and enabled this new profile to sell. You can go onto subscriptions and it will ask you to pick a plan. So I would recommend that everybody use the basic seller plan. That's a 6% commission fee plus your Stripe payments. It's not going to cost you anything. It doesn't recur every month. The other two plans, for once the site is established and once you're selling, are obviously options. They are options right now, but it's up to you. I would test it first personally and see how it's working for you. But I'm just going to go ahead and buy the basic selling plan. It's going to ask you to fill out a few details. That's all optional. It will tell you here you're not paying anything. It hasn't asked you to set up any card payments. Just go ahead and place your order. That's all done. And then if you ever get logged out of the account, if you scroll to the bottom of any page, there is a seller login. It will take you back to here or the vendor dashboard. Now you are able to upload products. So if you just go onto the product page, there's obviously no products there yet. If you add a new product, type the product name here. What kind of product is it? Is it just a standard product? Is there a variable to the product? Look through the options, see what you need to put. Is it downloadable or virtual? Just click the box. This is where you pick your category. So I was speaking to someone earlier. Let's put this in. It was about tarot readings. So if I type up tarot, it will come up with the best or recommended category for you. You type it all in. The next thing that we've added, so I'm currently in the UK. So let's say I want to charge $50 for the tarot reading. We have this price calculator to help you with different currencies. So in Great British pounds, and I want to know in US dollars, I want to make $50 for my tarot reading. Then I need to set the price at £37.80, which is what it will be on the back end. But anybody in the US that comes to your shop will see it as $50 for your tarot reading, and you will get paid $50, or you'll actually get paid the equivalent of $35.53, because that's how the pricing calculator works. If you carry on down, you could also put a discount on it if you wanted to, but there is another coupon page that I'll get to. Type in what the brand is, add any tags that you want to. If you come up here, this is where you add all your images. It does give you the option to enhance them once you've added the images. Then you need to put in a short description and a longer description. You don't have to do any of these bits, but it is recommended. Otherwise, you're not going to be ranking very well for SEO and things like that. For people that have them, you can put in your SKUs, whether they're in stock, whether you want to enable stock management. Shipping, I've already done an entire video on. If anybody still needs help with that, drop me a message and I will point you in that direction. And then you can't obviously do it when there's only one product, but upsells and cross sells are a really good idea, especially to get your average order value up. If you wanted to put in any attributes, they just go right here. And then if you wanted to put it into draft, or if you're ready to publish, go ahead and click whichever box. And this note is what the customer's going to get once they place an order. You can unclick product reviews. I personally think they're good, even if you might get the odd bad one or not so great one. because it allows people to see that you are making sales. And then just go ahead and save the product. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was coupons. So you can add, when it loads, your own voucher code. So if you just add a new coupon, let's say you're giving everyone 10% off, but only on 10% off certain products. So the coupon amount would be the percentage. If there's anybody that's used a lot of your coupons or bought the same thing and it's downloadable products or you've had a lot of problems with, you can restrict people here. Do you have a usage limit if it's for different products and you only want to use so many per user, especially? When do you want the coupon or expiry for the coupon? If you've got any items already in the sale that you don't want to add, that's absolutely fine. Click there. Is there a minimum amount that they have to spend? Let's say it's going to be £50. On this, I'm only going to do it on certain products. So you would have to just type in the first 3 letters. Your products will come up. Let's say you sell hats and scarves, then only your hats are going to go in the sale. You would just type that up and that would do it for you. You can click to see so that people can see it when they go onto your store. And if you have free shipping as an option, but you don't want it included, then just make sure that box is unchecked, because if you have the tick on it, then it will still qualify for free shipping if that's something you've already created. So the next thing with reports, this is just your basic, this is what's happening in your store this month. You can change the date range, but obviously I've only just set up the store, so it's not going to have anything to show right now. In order to withdraw any money you make, if you use bank transfer, you have to request to withdraw it, and then I have to do something on the back end to say that you are allowed to withdraw that money. With PayPal and with Stripe, it's automatic and it's on their timescales, which I don't believe is actually that long. I think Stripe's about 7 days on your first sale at the minute. We've obviously already covered subscription. During announcement, it's going to tell you haven't connected Stripe. But if there's anything else, it will be in there. Your store stats is just telling you what's doing the best, where the people are located that are buying the majority of your products, things like that. Admin support. So if you need any help at any time, just click add new ticket, type in whatever it is that you need help with and submit it, and somebody will get back to you, and that will show up in here. On the tools section, I will do a completely separate video in the CSV because it is a bit complicated on the looking at it, so we might actually reduce the amount of fields that we have on this. So if you already have a CSV with all your products in it, that's great. You can update that here. If I just go ahead and choose a file, and then continue, it does potentially take a minute. Just check through. These are not all required fields. You don't have to fill everything in, because I know not everyone's going to have all of these. However, fill out the ones that are important, like your description, a link to a picture, the type of product it is, the price of it, things like that. But if you just scroll through, if you wanted to put it on the sale, you can add that straight for your CSV file rather than having to keep going on and manually changing everything. However, if you don't have all of that, it's really not an issue. You can just leave these blank. People seem to be struggling a little bit with the images at times, so just double check that you've got the right URL for your images, and if there's any download limits for downloadable products, things like that. any attributes that you wanted to add. Some of them, it might be easier to put the basic information in and then just add the extra bits later, or some of you're going to find it easier just to add everything now because you already have the CSV import there. Then I'm just going to run the importer. I am going to leave it on. I think there's about 20 products on here. Okay, so I already did this earlier and I messed up the walkthrough, so it's not going to allow me to add the same products. But depending on how many products you have, it took me, I think, about 90 seconds to upload those 25 products, and then they will show in your products tabs. Obviously, this isn't going to because I've already assigned it to somebody else. So if you go onto your store, I will do the CSV in more detail in another video. Payment we've gone through, shipping is in another video, your social profile. So on here you can just add, if you're on any other social media, just to help everybody link towards bringing you here, taking you from here to, let's say, Facebook to see where your products are, following you, talking about you, marketing for you, all that sort of thing. It's easier to have everything in one place. You've also got your SEO. Not everybody does it, but the more you fill out, the better it's going to be for you. If you visit your store, this is going to be the URL of your store. So I can tell you it's just slbfx.com/store/ and then it's just your store name. So whatever you have called it, you will be able to, mine's been cut off at the top, but you can just copy and paste that, or you can share it to any of these. Obviously there's no products, but as I said, I'll go through the CSV import. And that's it. That's the end of it. It really is that simple. I'm going to put out some more videos to help with the rest of the things. If anybody has any issues, please send us an email or drop us a message in vendor support. Hopefully that's answered a lot of questions.